thinking of, I want inverter, I have to buy generator, I have to put solar panel, you can't be thinking about all of that all at the same time, right? There has to be something that takes that burden off your neck. So if we're able to have stabilized electricity in this country, automatically it will boost the economy. It will remove some kinds of burdens from the minds of SMEs, and it will just really help them to, thrive. Next would be policy regulations, right? Next would be policy regulations. Policy regulations and reforms that can simplify business registration. Like I said, CAC is already doing an amazing job, right? And they should start to intentionally add tax incentives for startups, right? This would really help. State government should also reduce multiple levies on SMEs. Capacity building and digital skill training. This is very important. So we're talking training on financial literacy, on digital marketing, on e-commerce, on partnerships and all of that. See what I said, SMEDAN and all of that. Those are supposed to be part of the things that I hear that they're supposed to be doing. So those would really help SMEs, to grow. Technology and e-commerce adoption as well. So leveraging platforms, e-commerce platforms in general can help. So you don't need to think about, it is almost like you have your product and you don't need to go and open a physical store. You can just put your products in those e-platforms and you're already in business. You can also intentionally, I hear that the Nigerian Export Promotion Council is offering a lot of trainings and export procedures, helping people to access the export market. So that is really good, and we're hoping that that can be done more, to boost the Nigerian SME, and to drive growth, right? Some of the success stories that we've seen, I hear Innocent Motor Vehicles, they are doing very well in terms of, that success story around how SMEs and how the government has supported SMEs. Fintech solution companies, they have helped drastically in providing financial inclusion. Gone are the days where people say, I don't get bank account, I don't get bank accounts. Now, with these popular ones, you just need to call your phone number and that is your bank account, right? So if we are addressing this in Nigeria, addressing what's it called, funding, right? The funding gaps, and infrastructural deficits and the regulatory bottlenecks, if we address those things, it can truly help to boost digital transformation. SMEs can significantly accelerate economic growth. They can help to reduce poverty. They can help to position Nigeria as, the real position that it's supposed to occupy, which is supposed to be the largest economy in Africa. So we just don't want to be the largest economy in Africa. We want to be the largest thriving economy in Africa. We want to be the best place, to run businesses in Africa, right? Because we not only have the market, we have everything to make it succeed. So what exactly is impeding that? So those are the things that, the government should start to intentionally look at. I know that, I've said this thing several times. It seems like poverty has been weaponized in this country, and it also seems like, if we empower these people too much, it will be hard for us to be able to do certain things and get away with it, which is actually the reality of, an economy where we have everything, and yet it seems like, we're not going anywhere. It tells you that there's an intentionality to keep that economy struggling, right? Because if it has everything, then there will be a problem in just getting away with things anyhow. It means that people will start to intentionally ask questions. They say, now, who don't chop belleful? Now they ask questions. If somebody is hungry, you cannot tell the person, do this, and the person will tell you why. No, the person will not ask you why. The person will ask you, how high do you want that? Or how far do you want me to go for you, and all of that. So if the government truly cares about Nigerians, one of the biggest proof of that would be that you have intentionally taken out some of the bottlenecks that SME struggles with, and you are boosting that sector. And it is not just on paper, but in physical reality. Let loans and all of those things, let it be easy to access. Let it not be a select few. Look at what has happened with this 100 billion that was supposed to be for student loan. Look at the mago that has happened, 71 billion in an educational sector again. So that's to tell you that, and this is why sometimes when we shout about corruption, it's not because we just feel like talking. The more we keep on tolerating or accommodating corruption, it affects everything. Where people are supposed to access, funds to be able to transform the economy and make your government look good, they will not be able to access it. In the end, who suffers? Everybody suffers. So I encourage the government that please be intentional about looking into small businesses and truly empowering them, because they are the biggest wins for any economy to come out of, struggle and to just, become a better and a healthier economy. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Yes, before I go, ensure you follow us across all our social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's at Official Upgrade TV. You can interact with us further. Drop your comments, and most importantly, follow all our engagements. Like, share, invite your families and friends, and share our links. So please share our links. All right, so if you missed our quote for today from Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, it says, if we want to create jobs, we must support small and medium-sized enterprises because they are the backbone of any economy, especially a country like Nigeria. All right, so let me take a quick message before I run off. Yeah. Okay, Grace says, the present administration, I believe, knows this, SMEs' strength. But unfortunately, 97% have packed up, and the 3% left are struggling to stay afloat. I tell you, that's the truth. It beats me as to why the government is refusing to look inwards. It's just, so that's what I'm saying, that it's a very dicey thing, because if you really want to boost the economy, you just know where to go to. But you see, they also don't want a situation where people are too empowered. Because when you are too empowered, then there will be problems. They cannot get away with some of the political nuances that they exhibit. But thank you, Grace, for your comment. And again, to every SME out there, please keep on pushing. It's not an easy thing. I'm a small business, and I know the struggle. Paying rents, paying salaries, keeping up with the operational costs. There's a lot, but God will see us through, and we'll be able to rise above this. This too shall pass. Enjoy your evening and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Nigeria, by extension Africa, battles a growing youthful population, and with little or no meaningful engagement, leaves a ticking time bomb on our hands. We are a blessed continent with great wealth, both in people and material. Our focus on ways remains driving conversations that affects us all. Topics in the news, social concerns, politics, leadership, governance, empowerment, resource management, conflict management, finance, SME sustainability, technological innovation, food security, health, education, brain drain, our well-being, citizenship, and much more. Our goal is to continuously drive these conversations, keep them burning at the table to effect a positive change, both for our nation and continent. Ways, what are you saying, has a secret ingredient that completes the conversation every single episode, and that ingredient is you. Our past conversations shaped our yesterday. To shape our tomorrow, we must keep talking. So, I want to hear you. Be a part of our live conversations Mondays through Fridays. And let's all have our say.